Broadcasting live. It's America's longest running talk show on computers. It's Computer America, bringing you the biggest names in technology with guest interviews, new products, and your emails. Listen live at computeramerica.com on any device around the world. Email the show at live@computeramerica.com or find us on social media. Be sure to check out our website for contests, giveaways, show notes, live video stream, podcasts, and more. You're listening to Computer America.
Hello and welcome into the Computer America Show. We are the nation's longest running, nationally syndicated radio talk show on computers and technology. Thank you for joining us once again, and I hope all of you are having a great day and you are getting ready for the festivities that, they're Thanksgiving, fast coming up, tomorrow actually. And I hope all of you are prepared, have your turkey and all the good stuff, and are ready to go. But for today, because hey, this is going to be the last show we have this week before we head off onto our break, and then we'll be back Monday. So Thursday, Friday, best of Computer America, and of course Monday we'll be back at it with more shows. But in the meantime, for our last show of the week, we have a great guest, and this is a company called RapidX. And if you haven't heard about them, well, you're going to hear all about them today, and they make a lot of different products that you would definitely want to hear about. So but before we get to that, a couple things I should mention, including computeramerica.com. That is our website, that is our home, and everything that we do on the show today can be found over at our website. So if you're driving, if you're busy, if you are occupied, don't worry. Anything that we talk about here on the show, be it a link to our guest website, any articles, any products that we discuss, all of that will be available at computeramerica.com. Also, while you're there, be sure to check out the social media contest, which is brought to you by Logitech, and we will have a winner this Friday, but because we are off, the winner will be announced on Monday, but there will be a winner. Let's see. And then the last thing is, of course, the live video stream, where you can watch Computer America and not just listen. So, always fun, and we're still a radio show, but it's just another way to experience what it is that we do here at Computer America. So, with all that being said, why don't we just jump into the conversation with our guest today? As this is, we've had a lot of different companies on the show that have done similar products that, like the ones we're about to talk about. But, honestly, we've talked to, it's like 5 different companies that do what this one company does. So many different products. So this is going to be exciting. Never seen a company with, quite this much diversity, and looking forward to talking about what they have. So joining us once again is RapidX. You can find them, rapidx.io. And of course, hey, we're going to have Miss Kris Scott here with us, Director of Marketing. And Kris, thanks for joining us here on Computer America. Hope you're doing well.
Good morning. Thank you for having us. We're really looking forward to it.
Yeah, this is going to be great. So, like I said, RapidX, personally, this is one of the first times I've heard of you guys, and I think for a lot of us out there, it would be helpful to hear about, RapidX's background. Where did RapidX kind of come from?
Great. We've been in business for several years, and we basically were born out of necessity for the modern world. Our owner had started the company. He had a background in gaming, lifestyle, corporate, and several accessory companies, and was seeing a lot of the technology on the market and the products that were available, and really saw the need to have functional, unique accessories and lifestyle products that you enjoy using, that are not only beautiful but functional and can be unique in the way that you use them. So his vision was to start our organization, building on his experience in the industry, and create these designs that elevate your daily experience. And what it means is emphasizing technology and designing products that you enjoy and you're inspired by. You think about how many products you really love out there that you love using. And we really wanted to be that family-run organization that provided you with any product you can use in home, at the office, or on the go. And really, that's our brand, is RapidX, products for a modern life.
Very well said. And just looking at, we actually did receive a unit. Just to be upfront, we did receive a unit, and it's probably going to be one of the first things that we talk about when we get to it. But it was the X5 car charger, and design. That is one thing I will definitely give you guys credit for. Is that all of your products, some of them, their design is very functional. I mean, I was just looking at a car charger that you have that also has two prongs sticking out of it for an outlet. It's not anything like an Apple design, but it's very functional and very smooth lines, and it just makes sense in its design. Talk about some of the products that you're debuting, because like I said, you have a lot of products, and being in business for a couple of years, what's new over at RapidX?
That's great. So new products that we're launching for the holiday season is we have the X5 USB car charger, which was the charger that we had sent over to you. And it really is, we call it X5 because it is a lightning fast charger, and it provides fast speeds for supporting charging, but it also supports up to 5 devices at once. So what does that mean? That means you have a USB car charger that plugs into your cigarette lighter. It's got a sleek, unique, beautiful design, and it allows you to charge 2 devices in the front and 3 devices in the back. And what makes that smart is the intelligent design allows everybody to charge at the same time. And we have a unique USB recognition technology that delivers the fastest charge possible and actually recognizes your device when you plug it in. And that also provides a 5-foot cord so that you can all be charging at the same time within the car.
So tell us why it was so important to, obviously, X5, 5 different devices can be charged at the same time. Tell us why it was important to squeeze 5 different charging outlets into a single device, because we've seen others and they have 2 usually, sometimes 3, a lot of times 1. This is the first 5 charging device I've seen. What was that something that you saw a need in the market and you said no one else is doing this, or is that just how consumers are these days? They have multiple devices that they have to charge.
Really, we did see a need in the market, and we thought about it intelligently and said, what can we provide that is something that is a good device for everybody, whether it's families or corporate business people or grandparents or moms or dads or younger children or college students. What could we provide that's a multifunctional, technology smart design? And what does that mean? Really, it means that you can charge your devices quickly and simultaneously, but it also showed that we could provide the intelligent recognition so that not only can you all charge at the same time, but it identifies the device, and the device meaning, a smartphone or a phone or an iPad or, an iPod, and it adjusts to its capabilities and allows you to charge fast. And while you're driving, everybody can be satisfied at the same time. And I think that's really kind of what we want to do, is we want to have products that are sleek and powerful, but also allow you to enjoy the power of being able to be connected at the same time without whatever you're doing, without sacrificing time.
Right, and just to give people an idea, because if you go over to the website and you check it out, the latest one is the X5 that we were just talking about. But this is not your first foray into car chargers. I mean, you do have quite a lineup. So if you could just give us a kind of a brief overview of the product line, because the X5 is, I think, your tippy top, and even that tops out at like $25, available through your store. But I mean, what are some of the other options, and kind of what are their best use cases? Because I'm seeing like the XC Plus, which is Type C, and then you have like the Dual X Blue. What can people expect to find just in general with RapidX and car chargers?
That's a great question. And I think, too, what is really neat is that we have some products that we're focusing on for the holiday season. So we're looking at the X5 charger. We're looking at the XC Plus. and we're also looking at some of our other accessory products. But I think what's really exciting is our chargers are available for anybody that needs to charge. For example, we have the X5 line. They're all branded by RapidX, obviously. The X5 is the charger with the 5 ports. And then we also have the XC Plus charger with an additional USB port. And the XC Plus is it's once again an intelligent design, but it's powerfully efficient and sleek, and it's a high charging device with the smart recognition, and it also has the cord, but it allows you to do Type-C charging and allows somebody else to charge at the same time. And I think what's interesting about the products is no matter what device you're using, we offer an opportunity for you to charge in the car and at home. And when you look at the product line and how we expanded it throughout the portfolio, we also offer chargers like a dual plug charger and power outlets that you can unplug your chargers from the car, take them in the house, and plug them in at your home. So it's something that we wanted to provide where you have a charger in the car, you can use the charger at home, you can use it wherever you go, and anybody that's with you, whether they have a Type-C or any kind of a device that needs charging, we offer that opportunity. And I think that with the new iPhone coming out, they're going to be really highlighting the powerful charging, and I think that our product is a good fit for not only all of the iPhone devices that are out there, but the upcoming as well. And we support any other smartphone devices, which I think is really interesting.
Right, and and speaking of the new iPhone, I know that it's a new feature, and obviously, I think a lot of there's still something to be said for plugging in a phone. It's certainly faster in a lot of situations, and it's still a way to go. But one of the other features of the latest iPhone, the iPhone 10, as I'm sure you know, is wireless charging. And again, I don't see it available on your website, but I just wanted to see if that was on your roadmap or something that you're looking into. Are you looking into wireless charging? Because obviously, hey, you're into car chargers. Is this something you're looking into?
We're absolutely looking forward at an ongoing new products too that we'll be announcing at CES that will be
Very
plugging
nice.
into the wall, wireless, and things to the bedroom, to the couch, and other places, and be able to take advantage of this product and be key friendly or kids friendly as well. We have some upcoming products coming out. We have a new version of the X5, which would be the X5 Plus. And it's not only the it's also an upgrade from the XC Plus, and we'll have some exciting features. And it'll have a detachable, like a Qualcomm quick charge connector for the front, and a Type-C connector for the back. So the front hub will have a 2.4 amp USB and a 1 quick charge USB, and the back will have two 2.4 amp USB and then 1 Type-C connector. So we're going to improve upon the existing products and really bring them up to speed to meet the modern technology that we're seeing coming forward.
Right, but like we've been talking about, the car chargers that you have currently available, I mean, they work with most iPhones and most Android phones, and plugging it in, I think wireless charging is certainly a convenience, and it's developing, and I'm glad that you are looking into it. But at the same time, there are some usability, and it is just generally slower than just plugging it in. So good that you have a product line for it, but I don't want to, kind of dismiss your current lineup either. So, and folks, something that I kind of caught on to just now, the store, when you kind of go to it, it looks like you had, I think I counted like 17 different products. Really, it was just a couple with multiple colors. So you obviously offer many colors for all your devices.
Absolutely. We have, for the X5 charger, we have several different colors for that. We have white, orange, blue, green, and we can also customize to a color if we don't have it available for you. Anything that you're looking at, we can put together for you as a specialty. But there are 6 different colors, and those are available on the website. And as well on the X1, we offer several different colors on that as well. And each of these are obviously very sleek. They have the rubberized design, and the color really looks powerful on them. So you can think about your lifestyle and what style and color that you like, and we certainly have a color to fit that. And all of the colors and sizes and types are on the website as well.
Right. So we have a pretty good general idea of what these chargers can do. I mean, have you had any feedback from customers, or have you had any hands-on with it yourself? What do people think of this charger?
Well, I think that everybody is really, really pleased with the design. They're really excited about the powerful charging. They're excited about the different colors. I see a lot of people saying that they like the opportunity to go between a dual color palette. For example, we have the blue black, the black green, the white orange, the white gray, the white red, the black purple, black and white, and then the white and pink. And I think that not only is it a color accented rubberized finish, but it's also successfully effective to for you to be on the move without getting tangled, without having to stop to sacrifice anything. Like if you have 2 people in the car, you don't have to stop. You can put everybody in at the same time, iPad, smartphone. And I think that the people really enjoy that part of the product. And also on the X1, I think which is really good is we are always looking forward to providing the latest and greatest new steps for that. And we have had our product line move forward. When we started with the X, we had an XC Plus, we have the X1, and I think that both the X1 and the XC Plus and the X5 provide something for everybody. Everybody is able to charge with a universal port. We have the Type-C innovation, and not only that, you have a stylish and powerful lightning cable that is part of the product as well. And I think one of the other products that we're really excited about is the Escape. And the Escape is one of the chargers that we have that is really it's a very interesting. It's also a safety device. It's a charger that allows you to plug the charger into your cigarette lighter or your 12 port or 12 volt charger, and it's also had a safety, for lack of a better word, I call it it's basically a life-saving device because it has a hammer, like a metal. I'm so sorry, I'm saying that incorrectly. It has a safety cutter and a hammer inside the device.
Right, and for anyone out there watching the video portion, because hey, this is where it comes in handy sometimes. We actually have the product up, and we're showing the pictures where you could grip it in the palm of your hand and smash a window out with the metal kind of ball tip on it, and it could shatter glass, which is great if you're trying to escape. Or it also has a little blade concealed behind obviously a little safety device that if you need to cut a seatbelt off, it can, and this is something that, friends and family, like my immediate family, we all have one just because we know how important safety is for, but we have it built into other devices. And, but I've seen a lot of friends and other people who just don't have any of these safety devices in their glove box or in their center console. So it's actually a pretty ingenious idea to have something that, if you charge devices in your car a lot, this is probably something you're going to have laying around anyways. So why not have it be a safety device?
Yes, and we actually did test the product. We combined technology, safety with efficiency, and we actually developed the product as a life-saving device as well with our actual owner and CEO. And we made sure that the two safety design features were concealed within within the unit, but also the safety hammer steel tip was actually tested by our owner. We have a video on the website showing how easily you can escape if needed. You pull the charger out, you can slit the seat belt if the window's jammed or unfunctioning. You certainly just have 1 second. You hit it with the safety tip and the glass shatters and it goes outside. And we actually did it here in the parking lot to really show the efficiency of it and how quickly it is. So we're looking at technology, but we're also thinking about safety, and we have other products that, you know, kind of mimic the lifestyle branding and complement your lifestyle as well.
I hope that gentleman asked whoever car he borrowed if he could smash their window out. That was pretty cool to see. But yeah, no,
It was actually his own. It was his own vehicle. We actually tested our owner's own vehicle.
see, but I feel like that's why you rent cars and you buy the insurance, and that's okay. You know what, if he did it that way, that's perfect. And the video, you're right. You could definitely see how simple it was, and he could just do it. It took like 2 taps, and he was able to shatter the window. So very, very cool. And again, just another option of the car charger. So yeah, it seems like you have a really fleshed out, car charging situation. So, and by the way, one thing I always like to mention is that, hey, we're fans of Amazon here, and I did have a chance to go over and look at the Amazon reviews for your product, and overwhelmingly positive, almost 5 stars. That is, super cool to see, hundreds of reviews. And so looks like, in our testing here at Computer America, we definitely didn't find anything wrong with it. It was very, very convenient and great to see, a lot of other people finding it the same way. So this seems like a really good product.
Absolutely. And one more thing I wanted to add too, we obviously have the Dashio products and some other products as well. And if we have time, I can speak to those. But most importantly, we wanted the users to know that we really, as a team, we're a team here. We're a family-run team. Our owner and our founder works hand in hand with us here, and we really value our customers and we value their input, and we listen to them, and our philosophy is to develop products based on what our customers are asking for. And with that being said, we would like to offer a coupon code for any of your listeners if you're okay with that, and also just offer opportunity for them to call us and talk to us directly if they have any questions.
Sure. Yeah. We'll talk about that after the interview, and we'll include it in the show notes if that's all right. But thank you very much for that, and we'll certainly throw that in the show notes. But and I did want to start talking about your chairs, but the Dashio, it is a pretty cool looking product. So just a minute or two, what is the Dashio and how does it differ from? Well, obviously this isn't a car charger. This is a car mount. So talk about the Dashio real quick.
Yeah, and that was too, and that's how we think about the product line. We think about the chargers and what works in your car when you're charging. You also need to have something where you can hold your device. You need to have something that you can use at home. But while you're in the vehicle, choosing safety shouldn't mean that you can't have a stylish Dashio mount. And with the Dashio, it's a universal magnetic car mount, and it eliminates any bulky clips and cradles and allows you to just quickly and securely mount your smartphone or your tablet or whatever you're using as a device in your car anywhere wherever you are. So if you wanted to mount the 360 swivel design to the dashboard, you can do that, and then you can rotate that rotate any of that position once your device is there for hands-free navigation, or you can place this quick mount anywhere in the car where you want to have your device. And I think what's really neat about it is it's easily installed, it looks stylish, and it's a nice way to have safety and convenience on the go. And I think the Dashio is a very unique design which complements our product line as well.
Right.
And we have that. We have that on the website as well.
Yeah, I see that there, and it's very important because more and more states are passing more and more laws that prohibit distracted driving, and trust me, if a cop sees you holding your phone for any reason, well, yeah, they'll certainly let you hear about it. So very, very cool that you offer something like that, and I'm sure it goes well with car charging. It's right there, handy. So with that being said, and I'll be honest with you and I'll be honest with you, Kris, that I may ask you to stay over for a few minutes because next I wanted to talk about another large part of your of RapidX, and this is something that we talk about a lot here on the show because a lot of our users, obviously, they have office jobs or they're in front of computers for business or pleasure, and ergonomics is huge. Between ergonomics for your chair, for your desk, standing desk, things like that. You offer a line of chairs, and so if you could talk about kind of why RapidX decided to get in, when and why they decided to get into chairs. And I think we're going to focus on the office chairs, if you don't mind. So talk about, just kind of how you got started with chairs, and then let's talk about what's new with your chairs.
Sure, thank you. We do make the specialized chairs. We like to say that they're innovative, inspired, and stylish. And like you had mentioned, our target demographic is anywhere from 13 to 75. And essentially within that, we have the gaming chairs, which we offer for the gaming audience and for adults that play games. But also, as far as the lifestyle chairs, we offer the chairs for moms, dads, grandmas, grandpas, professional adults, young adults, executives, anybody that wants to stand out from the crowd. Really, basically, the design was truly a unique design from our owner where he wanted a comfortable chair with a high back and ergonomic adjustments where he could be comfortable and stylish. And obviously that lends to the unique design of the chairs because what we did is we looked at what was needed and what people wanted from a corporate or a home or an office standpoint. And we designed the Carbon line and the Ferrino line this year. And essentially what's different from them, from our previous chairs, is we made these chairs for people who wanted a bigger chair with more space. We wanted to have the capacity to support any different size individual, but we also wanted to make sure that we had a classy, elegant, functional chair as well. So what we did with the Ferrino XL was we modeled this after our successful Ferrino line, and we made the chair bigger, have more space, and have all of the bells and whistles that we had previously. And then we went to looking at the Carbon line, which is a completely new introduced design. And this one is a very classy, elegant design. It even has like we look at the colors of the racing stripes and the bucket seats and kind of the leather in the high-end cars and things like that. But we also look at corporate environment colors. And so we kind of modeled it over not only a gamer or a RapidX chair. You can have either. You can have it in a conference room, you can have it in your office, and not only does it fit all the different, it fits an executive, a car enthusiast, it fits someone in the professional environment that wants just a simple black and gray, but it also offers the functionality of combining the ergonomics with the qualities from a sporty, interesting vibe of colors as well.
Right. Yeah. And, bucket seat is definitely something that, you could definitely apply to this. And, this is a very, common trend among gaming chairs and things like this. So when we come back, because we're about to hit a break here, Kris, and when we come back, I want you to talk to individuals who, their last office chair and every office chair has been either given to them by corporate or they've bought it on sale at Best Buy or Office Depot. What would you say to someone who's only ever bought the cheapest or, the most convenient chair that they have available to them, and why should they really because this is the way I look at it. Really invest in something like a chair. So again, we're going to talk about that when we come back. Everyone, talking to Ms. Kris Scott. She is the Director of Marketing for RapidX. We'll be right back. Computer America, right after this.
We are all Brother Wolf. 10 years ago, a group of locals banded together to create positive change. We took animals into our homes, held adoption events at local retailers, and talked to the community about our mission to help build a no-kill Asheville. A decade later, we have achieved so many victories for animals in need. There's been so much progress, yet there's still so much to do. As part of our year-long celebration, we encourage you to become a member of our special Compassionate Circle program. With a monthly donation of $10 or more, you will have behind-the-scenes access to the work we are doing at Brother Wolf. Our goal is to reach 1,000 members because we receive no government funding. Working together, we can help build and sustain no-kill communities. Learn more at compassionatecircle.bwar.org. We are a 501c3 tax-deductible organization.
And welcome back to the Computer America Show. We are 31 minutes past the hour as we continue on here, and we are talking with the one, the only, the RapidX, as we are talking to Ms. Kris Scott. She's the Director of Marketing. Once again, if you're just joining us, welcome into Computer America, and if you missed any part of today's show, check it out wherever podcasts are heard. Also, we're heard on places like iHeartRadio, of course, and we're heard by iTunes, blah, 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 SoundCloud, wherever you tend to listen to stuff. So, yeah, but we continue on here with our interview, and we are, of course, talking about office chairs. And Kris, before the break, I kind of wanted you to speak to our audience about people who had never really bothered to put any kind of money or any kind of thought into a chair, because again, speaking just personal experience, friends, families, colleagues, I've seen people just pull up dining room chairs or just the cheapest office chair that was available at Office Depot that day. I mean, chairs are often overlooked. What would you say to someone who has never really given it much thought?
Well, I think that's a great question. And essentially, I really do believe in the chairs. I think that we talked about the chairs are designed specifically for the user in mind. And what you think about is people these days are sitting in their office, their home office, or their corporate office anywhere from 8 to 10 hours a day. And I think what's important to think about that is in our life as lifestyle products, we spend thousands of dollars on mattresses or cars and things like that. And what we did here was we thought about that. We thought about why would somebody want to invest in our chairs versus, like you said, something from Best Buy or something like that. But it really is about being in something comfortable all day long and something that supports your back, something that is not only functional but beautiful, and it's top of the line. You can have cheaper options, but ideally what you're looking for here is something that looks at the entire consumer or corporate executive and provides everything that's needed and something you want to be in for up to 8 hours to 10 hours a day.
Makes perfect sense. And like you said, there's many different color combinations. They certainly do look very, very cool. And you can see there that you sorted by gaming and office chairs. I'm assuming that the differences between the two are pretty minimal. It's just kind of how you market them. Are there any differences between obviously gaming chairs and office chairs that you sell?
Well, I think that comparatively, when we when we think about the chairs, we think about the ergonomic support. We have the lumbar support. Both the chairs, the gaming and the lifestyle, offer specialized support and features to fit your back and your body. But ideally, we really did think about what makes it different. You want to be comfortable. You want your back supported. You want your chair to be adjustable. You want to be able to have the chair be something that is part of you, something that you're sitting in all day and it provides everything you need. And that is our vision, to provide different products with innovative solutions that are tailored to technology to make your life easier and comfortable.
Right. So, and that, obviously those are the chairs. You can check them out. We're going to have a link in the show notes to the chairs. But here's something I have to ask you, just like with the car chargers, with wireless charging, I have to ask you about your future plans. And, I think chairs, that is one field that is getting more traction. But another that is still trying to pick up steam is the idea, you're speaking about ergonomics. Have you given any thought into the other side of the equation, which is desk, standing desk or sitting desk or anything in between? Are you looking, to maybe get a desk line out there?
That's a great question. We are definitely innovative and looking forward to desk and office solutions. And I think that really does lend to our product portfolio, where we are providing the products for the modern life. And certainly, great way to think of it. We provide what you need for your office, your chair, your desk, and anything that you're doing for work, home, or play.
Right.
And we're also thinking about doing mats, innovative mats. So when you're sitting on your chair, you're able to slide conveniently back and forth. And for me, I do have a lower lumbar back injury from a previous, and I think what I find with the new mat that I'm testing out here for a future product is, while I'm sitting in a chair, I'm supported, it's adjusted, my lower back is supported, but as I move back and forth, I can feel a seamless, smooth movement that doesn't push anything, for lack of a better word. It doesn't do anything where I have to move my back. It kind of moves for me, so I'm not utilizing those muscles. I'm seamless with my movement.
That's actually one part that I don't think I've ever heard from any other company that's been on the show here, because I've certainly seen them in offices, but actually having the chair mat, that is that's certainly something I think has been overlooked. So, no, very, very cool. And before we say goodbye, I'm going to let you talk about, some of the other gadgets you have here, just because, hey, I like to be a completionist. Talk about real quick the Find X Bluetooth tracker and some of your ambient lighting, because, hey, the holidays are coming up and these seem like pretty cool, maybe stocking stuffer ideas, or, just little gadgets that you can, that are convenient. So, again, the Find X and the ambient lighting solutions you have.
Okay, sounds good. And I just wanted to add something really quickly,
Oh,
too.
sure.
Really quickly, we do have a lot of emphasis on design and aesthetics for the chairs compared to other similar chairs on the market. And also with the mats, we're trying to find the unique places where we can provide that solution, working in line with the chairs in the office.
Absolutely.
And thank you so much for offering the additional product line. We certainly feel that we do have something for him or her, or for anybody. And like you said, the Find X is an excellent product. It provides not only the availability, to locate and find anything in seconds, but you can put your Find X as part of your life for locating anything. You can use your Find X to locate your phone. There's a remote camera with a selfie trigger. You can use it for your TV remote, which I don't know how many of us are always looking for the remote. I actually did that at home. We do test everything at home and with our families, and obviously it's self-designed by our owner as well. And we installed the Find X on the remote, and I've never had a lost remote since then.
Very cool.
I've also attached it to my son's. He has a little. It's a game. It's a portable game that he uses,
Right.
and we attached it to that. I've attached it to my purse, and it actually has a selfie remote, which is great, so that you can use it anywhere and take pictures. You can put the Find X down, and it has a selfie remote where you can also take pictures as well. So it's really truly a easy to use, innovative device for finding, locating, and the application allows you to do more, to take pictures, to do
And
anything that you need.
right, yeah, and obviously, again, poking through your website, Pug compatible, which is very important. Not a lot of technology nowadays is Pug compatible. You have a picture here with a pug, and for all you radio listeners, a picture of a pug that is using it. Obviously, pets, they're something you definitely don't want to lose. So you have it here attached to, a dog collar. So
Well, we certainly don't recommend it as a for the pug compatible, but we do as a family have the a pug that we have that loves the Find X, but
I
certainly
gotcha.
because of the close consistency with the collar and the device, we wouldn't recommend that. But certainly you're able to be creative
I
with
gotcha.
whatever you'd like to do, and we will support you. Anything you guys need as an audience or anything that you want, I encourage you to contact us directly. I will give my direct email and phone number here at the office, and would certainly love to provide a coupon code for any of your valued users and let you know that we're your partner, and really appreciate the opportunity to be on the show and share the value for you, the customer, in this busy holiday season.
Very well said. And I think a lot of your products that we've talked about here today, they have they are definitely priced. A lot of the car chargers and the Find X, things like that, are definitely stocking stuffers or something that not very expensive at all. And even your chairs, while yes they're a couple $100, they're still very competitive, I think, with other chairs that we've seen on the market. So it seems like you have a lot of great products, and again, a very wide range of products compared to many other companies that come on the show. So, folks, one more time, if you want to check them out, rapidx.io, we'll have a link to it in the show notes. And Kris, I mean, closing arguments, anything that we missed or anything else you wanted to say? I think you said it very well. If people wanted to reach out to you, you of course you'll provide that, and we'll put that in the show notes as well. But anything else that people should know about RapidX?
Absolutely. I really appreciate that. I am so excited. We are a new company this year. This is our first year, and we really are dedicated to providing new solutions in the upcoming year. And in our pipeline, we have really new, exciting designs that, like I said, think of RapidX, modern products on the go. You love them in your car. You have everything you need in your car. You come in your home, you can use all of the devices and inside your home or your office, and really thinking about products you enjoy that you want to purchase. And going forward, we plan to provide more in our portfolio. We also have the MoodX lighting system, which is on the website as well. And so we're looking at unique products that you enjoy and innovative solutions.
Right. Yeah. And of course, we'll definitely keep an eye out for you out at CES this year, because Computer America does do our yearly coverage of CES out there and at Showstoppers. So yeah, we'll definitely keep an eye out and meet you guys out there and, hey, see what you have to offer.
Yes, and please, everybody, feel free to come visit me at Showstoppers at the booth. We will see you there, and we will certainly keep everything on our website too. We encourage you to sign up for our newsletter. We send out promotions that are valued and functionally not too much. I hate to get an email unless I had something of value. So
Right.
we certainly appreciate that, and we will follow up and give you the coupon code, and really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you so much.
Our pleasure, our pleasure. So everyone, one last time, Kris Scott, she is the Director of Marketing for RapidX. And Kris, thank you. Thank RapidX for coming on Computer America. This is great.
Very good. Thank you. Happy
All right.
holidays and happy Thanksgiving.
Absolutely. Have a good one. Bye-bye. All right, everyone. So there she goes. And yeah, we continue on the program here with computer and technology news in just a moment. But again, RapidX, rapidx.io if you want to check it out. Lots of products, and you can do that, hey, whenever it feels convenient. So we are, of course, now going to do computer and technology news. And this is a segment for any of you who are new to this, where we dedicate it to just the latest happenings with technology, try to get everything that you need to know and everything that is relevant. And we have a couple of stories Fortunately, our interview did run long, so we only have time for maybe 2 or 3 stories. But hey, we'll get the important stuff in first. So here we go, computer and technology news, brought to you by Fire Dragon Security. All right, why don't we go ahead and, I'm torn because there's a lot of, important news to cover, but I also kind of wanted to keep it uplifting because, this is the last program we have before our break. But, you know what? Let's do important stuff. So it may not always be good, but at the same time, it's important. So this is an article from Bloomberg, actually. Bloomberg, let's see. Bloomberg Business? No, I take it back. Bloomberg Technology. And here we go. This is from Eric Newcomer. And it's about Uber. So this happened late last night. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get to it until today. But you may have heard that Uber has been hacked. And I should say had been hacked, where 57 million customer data, 57 million customers' data had been compromised in this hack. And here's the big problem. It had been compromised actually last year, 2016. Unfortunately, we're only just now hearing about it, and that's a big problem. So here we go, and saying that the company paid hackers about $100,000 to delete the info and to keep the hack quiet. And the chief security officer, Joe Sullivan, and another executive have been ousted from the company for doing this. So those are the highlights, but let's get into this because they're not alone. This is the same gripe we had with Equifax, and that just happened earlier this year, June. It happened in like June or July. We didn't hear about it until a couple months later. And, Yahoo the same way, where it happened like 2011, and just at the beginning of this year, do we really comprehend that it was all 3 billion of their accounts? These companies have a true vested interest in either keeping it down, or they are just simply too, I don't want to use harsh language, but it's kind of needed in this situation. These companies seem to be pretty incompetent to keep their system safe and to actually diagnose when something is compromised. So hackers stole the personal data of 57 million customers, drivers from Uber Technology, which was a massive breach that the company concealed for more than a year. And they said that the ride-hailing firm ousted its chief security officer and one of its deputies for their roles in keeping the hack under wraps, which included a $100,000 payment to the attackers. That is the one thing you should never do. I mean, there are a lot of ways to respond appropriately to a hack. Paying the ransom in some situations is unavoidable, but in this situation, they're trying to keep it from the press, and it makes you look guiltier. And when it actually does pay to commit these crimes, well, kind of ruin it for everyone. You make it known that there is the real possibility of major money in hacking companies. Horrible to hear. So compromised data from October 2016. Yes, more than a year ago. Attack included names, email addresses, and phone numbers of 50 million Uber riders around the world, and the personal information of about 7 million drivers was accessed as well, which included about 600,000 U.S. driver's license numbers. And of course, no social security number. I'm sorry. I've been fighting this cough. It's awful. But about 600,000 U.S. driver's license numbers where no social security numbers, credit card information, trip location details, or other data were taken. So sounds like a certain database that held contact information were, of course, compromised. And 600,000 U.S. driver's license and 7 million driver details as well. So what we know is this obviously affects worldwide. So it's not just confined to the US. And we know that at this point, between Sonic, between Equifax, between Uber, between Home Depot, Lowe's, between any number, between the U.S. Department of Justice. No, it was the federal government. Between all of these, at this point, if we have any security expert on the show who says anything to the contrary, they are being delusional, and you need to assume that your identity, in parts or in whole, is available on the web for X amount of money, and it's up for grabs, and it's being scoured and looked at. I think your best bet right now is being lucky and being one of hundreds of millions, but at the same time, we heard an instance of one lady who had been compromised 7 times in the past year through hacks such as this. Freeze your credit, do what you can, and make sure you change your passwords, make sure you stay up to date, maybe even change email addresses if possible. But all in all, assume all of your personal information is out there at this point. So they have a statement. This was a statement from a gentleman who took over as the chief executive officer in September, saying that none of this should have happened, and I will not make excuses for it. We are changing the way that we do business. At this point, folks, Uber gets so much bad press. At this point, I think they're doing it because they can. This seems like, I don't know, between the sexism charges, between the discrimination charges, between the not properly screening their driver's charges, allowing people with criminal records to drive, between, having their databases hacked, and so on. And let's see, not allowing drivers to be paid a certain wage by labeling them as independent contractors and not employees. I don't know how a company, if they were determined to make this much bad press, I don't know how they would go about doing it. Uber is just so adept at doing this. It's shocking. It's shocking how good they are at getting bad press. And yet, still, they are moving forward. And let's hope that they do learn from this, and let's hope that they do change their practices, business or security or otherwise. Yeah, there you have it. I think that's all we need to say about Uber. That, again, not confined to the US, so it's not like 50 million Americans. It's 50 million worldwide. Still a huge number, but obviously isolated, not isolated to the US, so not as bad as it could have been. All right, so let's choose our next story. And all right, how about we do some self-driving car technology? And just real quick, because we only have a couple minutes here, but Apple, you know them? They are something about Apple where they still make really good products, and their innovations come late. Where Apple used to be in the forefront, their user design and other pieces of technology, they were seen as, kind of leading trends. But Apple lately, between the iPhone 10 and between its MacBooks and things like that, its tablets, and now with self-driving car technology, it's bringing up the rear. And I guess the last thing it has to its name is great marketing and style. I can't speak to the style because this is just a beta, but hey, this is pretty cool. Check it out. Apple Research gives a peek at its self-driving car plans, and the study shows how it spots cyclists and pedestrians using fewer sensors, which is important. Do not discredit the importance of fewer sensors because it cheapens or makes cars less expensive to be outfitted with autonomous driving technology. depending on the number of sensors that you take out, that is a savings of tens of thousands of dollars. So here we go. Apple, which has been famously tight-lipped on its self-driving vehicle research, has posted what looked to be the first public research on the subject, and this is according to Reuters, where the paper is listed on the public site RZIV, okay? Often used by researchers to get preliminary feedback before publishing in final form. And the report describes a new way to use LiDAR called voxel net, which would make it easier for autonomous cars to not just spot the locations of objects, but determine critical information like whether they're a pedestrian or a cyclist. And while the scientific part of the paper is interesting, the most surprising part about it is that it exists at all, where until recently, Apple has kept most of its research in-house, but its approach can make it hard to attract the best scientists and engineers who want their work published and peer-reviewed, as scientists are often want to do. And in July, Apple finally took a step in that directly by publishing the Apple Machine Learning Journal and the paper in RZIV, however, its first external publication on self-driving cars. So, and they said that Apple's chief Tim Cook has called the self-driving cars the mother of all AI projects, and the research indeed shows how autonomous driving benefits from machine learning. And the paper is also a sign that both AI and self-driving are challenging to a point that Apple can no longer go it alone in its research. Yeah, there's not a car company on this planet that isn't looking at AI in some form, and there are many more besides tech companies that are looking at self-driving car technology. Who develops the best system? That seems to be the big question, and who's going to be first to market with it? That's the race we're currently seeing. And just real quick, I don't think we'll have time to go through all of the articles, but or at least all of this article, but Lyft, you may remember them, Uber's competitor. Well, they have received permission to test self-driving cars in California. So as The Verge points out, better late than never, where Ford, General Motors, Waymo, Nutonomy, Drive.ai, and Jaguar Land Rover, they have all received permission to test self-driving cars in California. But hey, a spokesperson from Lyft did not immediately return a request for comment from The Verge, but it does show that they are in good company, that California seems to be one of the best places to test self-driving car. They seem open to the concept, and I would not be surprised at all if California was one of the first places to truly see autonomous vehicles make a foothold. So, let's see. They said that the company's decision to apply for a permit stands in stark contrast to its main rival Uber and the mess it created when it attempted to test its own self-driving car in California. And they said that the DMV revoked the license of Uber fleet of cars, forcing the company to eventually acquiesce and obtain a permit. So, yep, playing by the rules, and of course, now competing head-to-head with their competitors. So, with that being said, everyone, the music means we are just about done here. If you want to check out more here at Computer America, check it out, computeramerica.com, and we have everything and anything you need from today's show, be it linked to our guest website and more. So, until next time, everyone, once again, Thursday, Friday, Thanksgiving Day, Black Friday, we will not have a new Computer America. We will be running best ofs. And then Monday, the following Monday, we will be back at it. So check us out then. And in the meantime, everyone, have a great holiday weekend. If you're driving, drive safe. And of course, make it back here bright and early, Monday, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. So until next time, everyone, have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.